Hey everybody, we're continuing today to talk about impulse. Impulse is related to two quantities: the strength of a force that an object is experiencing, as well as the amount of time that the object experiences the force. In this video, we're going to talk about the first piece, the strength of the force. Specifically, we're going to be looking in this video at friction. Friction depends on a few things. Let's do a little demonstration to see what one of those things is. Let's take this wooden block and push it across the table. Take note of how long it takes for the block to slow down and stop. The block slowed down because of the friction between it and the table. The friction was opposing the movement of the block, and so the block eventually slowed to a stop. But what happens if we do the exact same demonstration but add weight to this block? Let's try it out and see what happens. Notice the block came to a stop much faster than it did without the weight. The reason is that the amount of friction that the block feels depends in part on how heavy it is. If you have two surfaces that are in contact, the strength of the friction in part depends on how strongly those surfaces are being pushed together. The more weight there is on top of the block, the more strongly it's being pushed into the table, and the more significant the effects of friction. But for impulse, this is only half the story, and in the next video, we'll see the other half.